Change of plan. I will need to pick up my friends as he's unable to find this place.
Okay, so let's assess the situation here. I got lost, came to this abandoned place. I thought there was a grate on the road and my car bottomed out.
Douglas, please don't. Not today, my friend. We try to figure out to reverse the car. Right, slowly, my friend. Okay, stop. Okay, kiri. Alright, coming. Keep coming. Okay, straight. Right. Alright, touching. Okay, slowly. Panggil. Okay, panggil sikit. Alright, dia dah tengah-tengah. Dia dah okay. Time to naik lah.
Should I accelerate or?
It's up to you. Aku tak tahu. I'm not sure I have to do. Tak, sebab dia memang dekat tengah-tengah tu. Okay. Right. Yeah. Made it. Nah, jangan bagi Newton lah. Is there any visible serious alignment?
Yep, everything's fine. Nothing is senyek.
Visibly. That's something unexpected. We almost cancelled it out, but we made it. This is it, my first YouTube collaboration ever. So can you just introduce yourself probably? What you're doing? What you're doing?
Akmal. I run the Cars We Talk YouTube channel. So I talk about cars, I write about cars, and I take photos of cars. So today we're going to do a collab video with Fitri's new Nissan Almera. He just got it a few weeks ago again.
Yeah,
He just got it a few weeks ago. So we're going to see what's what with the car, how good it is, and talk more about it. So let's get to it.
Okay, since it's a used car, right? So what actually the things that people need to look out for when buying a used car?
Okay, well, since the recent floods in Shah Alam and a few parts of Selangor, cars in dealers now may be flood cars. So the first thing you had to look out for is if the car has been in a flood. So there are various factors in that. One thing is the damage that is caused by the flood, usually stains and brown spots or even rust if it's been there for a long time. And also the general smell. When a car is flooded, and even if you clean it, even if you don't, but if you clean it, there's this smell, ada macam bau tau, bau banjir. Yeah, that's the smell that you can kind of tell when you see a flood car, a car that's been flooded for sale. But that's that's flood stuff. But in general, if you're looking for a used car, everyone, okay, we're all fresh grads, so it's normal for us to either get a new car or used car. So if you have a new car, congrats to you lah, you have a new car. You don't have that much problems. But if you're going to get a used car, if you're looking into getting a used car, there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. For the first thing is how you're going to maintain the car for the long run, because let's face it, when you get a car like this, you're not going to have it for like 1 or 2 years. Look into a car that is, so to say, common. Okay, kereta yang banyak terjalan. So the most common car on the road is of course Pro Duas, because they're everywhere. Okay, parts are cheap, parts are everywhere. Aftermarket parts are also everywhere, and there's a huge aftermarket support, so you can customize and personalize your car to crazy extent. So if you're really looking for something that's cheap, not to say cheap, but something that's reliable, affordable and dependable, get a Myvi. You can get them at any car dealer, any private owner, and even Pro Dua has their own pre-owned vehicle car dealer thing. But if you're looking to something else, let's say a Nissan, okay? Let's say a Nissan or Honda or any other car like Kia's, like what I have right now, but mine was brand new. But let's say if you're looking into these types of cars, there are a lot of things that you have to consider. Age, the mileage, how long it's been driven, the service record, and what it looks like, because sometimes you can easily tell a car if it's bad by just looking at it. That is like the simplest telltale. But there are other things that goes inside it, like the mechanical issues and stuff like that. Those things, I mean, if you know about it, nasib lah. If you know about it, okay, you know about it. If you're not really into cars, or if you don't really know the mechanical bits, it's sort
then subscribe to his channel.
Okay, let's talk about this Nissan in particular. Okay, this is the Nissan Almera. It's better known actually as the Nissan Sunny in other parts of the way. Ada kerengga. Look at that.
Hey baby, you want to be recorded too? You want to be our YouTube channel collaboration? What's your YouTube channel, man? Come on, tell me.
But this car is the successor to the Datsun 130Y, to the Datsun 120Y, all the way back from the 1970s. How much did you got it for?
So like 34 Ks.
Okay, for 34 grand for a second-hand car. What year was this?
2013.
2013. So it's just 10 years old, just over.
9 years. 9 years this year.
So 9 years is a good age for a car, and it looks. And when he bought it, at work. I was surprised that it looked very good for its age. And then when I found out why, it was because it had quite low mileage. It only had 88,000 kilometers on the odometer. This is the smallest foot prop I've ever seen in my life. Props to Nissan for that. So the engine, a thing that powers the car.
A thing that I don't understand at all.
This engine is pretty good, and it can cruise at relatively high speeds. I'd say you can do like 140 with comfort, without any problems. So in the olden days, okay, the engine used to be lengthwise like this, okay, because that's just how they made cars back then. So this is where the engine would be. The gearbox will be in the center of the car, and then there will be a prop shaft that goes to the rear wheels and spin the rear wheels. That is what most old cars were, rear wheel drive. That's what we call it, rear wheel drive. Most cars nowadays, for packaging reasons and for cost, I believe, are front wheel drive. So the engine is transversely mounted, the gearbox sits here, okay, and then there's a drive shaft thing at the back there, and then there's a drive shaft here, and then there's a drive shaft there. So it spins the front wheel. So it's all packaged nicely. When you buy a second-hand car, regardless if you're into cars or if you're not into cars, you need to know where things are. Anything that looks like this, okay, that's your radiator. Don't touch it when it's hot. Don't open it when it's hot.
Yep.
This is where your engine is. I'm not sure if this is supposed to have a cover. I don't think so. I think it looks like this. Okay, this thing, you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, this is your oil dipstick. Okay, that's how you check your oil. This is what the engine looks like. Okay, you won't be spending a lot of time here unless you really like it. This is my first time being in a Nissan, because I've never been in a Grab Nissan before actually. I like the steering wheel actually. It's very, very nice. And yeah, oh, it's soft. That's why I like it.
Soft.
It's soft. That's good. That's why it's very comfortable. Wait, this is really soft.
Never realized it before. Why? Yours is hard?
Yeah, mine is like, one is like peeling. Just make sure that the interior is in good condition. Like, I mean, scratches, okay, are fine. Okay, that's what you're going to expect if it's a 10-year-old car. But make sure all the trims and pieces are like, intact. Like, these things here, make sure they're all there. Make sure nothing is loose, nothing is rattling too much, and nothing is like sticky and disgusting. I like cloth seats more than leather seats because it's very hot here. It's too hot here, okay? So, and for me, like, I park under the sun, so if I have leather seats and I park in the sun, it gets really, really hot. These are cloth seats. These are black cloth seats with greyish inserts, and they're comfortable. Is it comfortable? Do you like it?
100%.
100%. So if it's comfortable for V3, it's comfortable for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Really?
Wait.
I did adjust it before. I don't know why. Nope, don't put it that much.
Okay, apparently your seat is stuck in this position. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be.
I don't know why.
Okay, I think you have to take a look at that.
I think I've adjusted it a little bit. The first time I got this.
It works, right?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. Alright, okay. So this, like I said, these are the details that you need to like pay attention when you're getting into a second-hand car. It's these things, like like the seat not being able to. Okay, I don't want to play. I don't want to break it. Yeah, you should like really pay attention to stuff like that. Make sure all the windows go down, go up and down, go up and down smoothly. So yeah, those are things that you need to look at. And I forgot to mention on the outside. Just take a glimpse. Take a not a glimpse, but like a good look at the car. See if the body panels line up. If the doors are are not like saying it or whatever. If there's no visible dents or weird indentations of the car, that's also a telltale that the car was never taken care properly. Okay, before we go into the center, let's just look at the door panels first. So it has chrome door door handles, which is, you know, premium. Ooh, fancy. So yeah, this is how you lock them, and it has auto down windows, which is, you know, nice. Oh, that's cool. It has got auto up.
Why?
My car doesn't have that.
Well, that's a new discovery again. Okay, you have some explanation to do, my friend.
What interests me is this round design AC control. It's kind of cool actually. So this is your front defrost, your rear defrost. Do they work?
Oh, I never did that.
You can only
Never know.
tell. Okay, this is a not to say a tip lah, but something that you should, you know, pay attention when you want to buy a second-hand car, is to make sure all the functions work inside the car, you know, like lights and stuff. Like, okay, lights you can see, okay, when you turn on the lights, you know, they turn on, you know, wipers, all the music controls, make sure they work, because sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they might not work anymore. Okay, so this is the back of the car. I can now, you know, there's a reason why Grab people love this thing. It's huge. Besar gila. Okay, the seat in front, I think, okay, it's just it to my height. Okay, you're a bit taller kan? I'm a bit shorter, but you know, it's like a general height for Malaysian guys. And look at the space I have. This is my knees. Look at that. Look at that. This is a lot of space. It's very comfortable back here, and because the seats are cloth, and it's slightly like, you know, the seats angles like this, so it's comfortable being in the back here. And nice lah. Besar gila tu. And you know, when you're looking at a car like this, is make sure that the spare wheel is still in the boot. Now to find out that is, you open this thing, and you open the boot floor, and Allah Akbar. Okay, right, you can see, okay, that's the spare wheel. Okay, make sure, and always make sure the spare wheel is properly inflated. Okay, it's still, okay, masih ada angin lagi, masih ada bunga lagi. Okay, there's still you know, some tire left. And make sure the spare is in condition, and also make sure that you still have the tools to change your spare tire. So Fitri's car still has the jack and the tools to make it, you know, to open the tire up. So make sure these things are still in the car. Make sure these are the original tools of the car. But yeah, overall it's a very comfortable car. It has a big boot. Okay, the interior is ergonomic. Okay, it's simple. Everything is at the touch of your hands. Everything is comfortable enough for passengers. It's nice. I like it. So 30k for a car like this.
34.
34. Okay, you can get it for around 30, 34, maybe 40 for a newer one. Is it worth it? So far, it is.
It is.
But let's take it on a test drive.
Yep, that's sure. Let's go.
Okay, let's put it in drive. Okay, alright. Yeah, I haven't.
Hey, don't hit the lady.
Yeah, let's not hit the lady. Oh, that's a big ass bug. I hate bugs. Right.
A lot of people want to.
Okay, overall it's smooth. Okay, there's no vibrations. Okay, you landed yourself a deal lah. Tak ada vibrations. Usually, okay, if your steering is vibrating, okay, there are a few things wrong. It's either your engine mounts are going bad, or you know, your steering wheel is not fixed properly. But usually the case is your engine mounts are going bad, or you know, other mechanical factors. But this is smooth. This is nice and smooth. It shifts. Let's see. It shifts smooth. Okay, no jerking, no nothing.
Jerking?
Yep, jerking.
Well, that's from my understanding, is a little bit weird.
Okay. Yeah, but woo, it's peppy. Okay, that means the engine is healthy lah, basically, you know.
Yeah, so the thing that comes to my mind is, I always ask this to a lot of people. I don't know if they have the same knowledge as you, but when stopping at this traffic light, is it better to put your gear on D or N?
It doesn't really matter actually, because you know, modern cars, you know, the transmission is strong enough to cope being in D for a long time, so it doesn't really matter. But if you don't want, because if you put it in D, the car naturally creeps forward, right?
Right.
So if for your own comfort, you should put it in N, so that you know, the car doesn't move. Because if you put it in D, you let go of the brake, it will move itself. So if you don't want to put your foot on the brake all the time, you just put it in N, neutral.
So, the one that I read, I don't know if the article is reliable, but they say when you put your shift gear in N to N or B, and you want to put it on D again, because the car is in a stable position and they needs more energy to transfer to the D. You know, I don't know. It seems believable.
The amount of fuel you're saving, I'm sure it's not that significant. Beans, nice, huh? It responds nicely, and you know it's fairly
The
quiet.
thing that I like about the car is how the control is. You know, I can do like sharp control.
And
without no
it's
problem.
smooth. It's smooth. Like, so that means that it really has done 88,000 kilometers by the feels of it, because it does feel like macam new lah. Brand new, not brand new lah, but it feels good lah, you know. Tak ada bunyi, you know, like, you know, weird sounds coming from the steering wheel. You know, no suspension noises. You got a good deal, man.
Yeah, I still this car, my
Got a good deal.
friend.
But you know, on the long run, you should maybe update on maintaining it, because even I can't say on that because I don't own the car. But it's good to, you know, to keep track of how maintaining it, spare parts in particular.
So the thing is, I don't know if I blurt nonsense on my last video, but is it true if I say that Japan has always put out a quality car, but if you want to go for the safety, you go for the German car? Is that true?
In some ways, yes, because I mean, Japan, you know, if you go back into history, right, automotive history, Japan destroyed the American automotive industry, and in some ways the European automotive industry, because Japanese cars were simply more reliable. You know, back in the 60s and 70s, you know, early 70s, you know, nothing was reliable. You know, cars broke down every day. You know, you woke up in the morning, you had to fix your car first before going to work. But when the Japanese came, they made cars reliable. You know, they made cars work, which is a big thing. So in terms of quality, in terms of, you know, reliability and dependability, that's why you don't see Japanese cars in workshops. If you want to buy a second-hand European car, and if you're a fresh grad, sorry ya, tak ya, jangan jadi gila lah. Unless you have enough money and you're really into cars,
And your parents have money.
your
to back
parents
you
have
up.
money, go ahead. But if you don't, don't you know, don't torture yourself. Don't torture yourself. Get something reliable. Get
It
something.
will looks nice. It will looks nice.
If it looks nice,
you can get
chances-
your girlfriend for 2 months, and then when she found out that you broke, she's going to leave you, man.
So you know, it's not worth it. So you know, just get something good. Get something that you can go to work or go to wherever you want to go comfortably.
Alright, so I think that's it. Actually, my GoPro's battery is about to die. So yeah, that's a very lengthy what you call it, explanations for this car, and I never know that I hit a jackpot until a few of my friends say so. You have anything to say?
It's a big responsibility. Like I said again and again, it's a responsibility. It's a commitment. Okay, when you have a car like this, when you're searching for a car, make sure that it's in good condition. Make sure the mechanicals are in good condition. Remember, when you have a car, you need to be friends with your local mechanic. Build a trust with him so that you know when something is wrong, and you can go to him and fix it. But always make sure, be careful when you buy used car. There are many things to look into. And yeah, if you struck a good deal, you're set. Like this car, no problems. It looks good on the outside. It looks great on the inside. It's big. It's nice to drive. Okay, there are no weird vibrations. Nothing out of the ordinary. To me, it's a good deal. 30k for a second-hand car for a Nissan. You know, branded you know, bro, branded, bro. You know,
Yeah.
And it's comfortable. So, good for you, bro.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've done a few good things, and it's like God's way to repay me.
Yeah.
So is there anything Ra, I want to close this one now, so I'll put a link for his YouTube channel. Go watch his
Thank you.
YouTube channel. Have a lot of cars review, right? The one that I see is I think a BMW or Merc that hit like 47k views or 27k views.
And stay tuned for articles on, you know, how to maintain stuff.
Everything's on the link.
Everything's on the links on my blog. Check out, see, you know, if you want tips and stuff like that. And
Yeah, and we're out.
yeah.